everything okay. And one, the victim right here, they said here, they have a 20 or 30 day sneak out from Vietnam to come here to join this forum. But what will happen to them? Please show me one order, one warrant order issued by the government. I don't know, after 20 more hours, they come from here to Vietnam. What's going on with them? To be jailed, to be bothered day and night? What's going on? To join with the forum, with that. Okay, this, you can do this, very new here. Okay, that is and what's going on with the religion? Being Khao-Dai, that is follower. Then the government confiscated own property and our leader put in jail until they die in jail. And they organized one new Khao-Dai. Okay, organize a new Khao-Dai. So they use that to
sorry, sir, if you can make the questions concise so that we can give the others to ask questions.
Okay, I have no question. I just appreciate our speaker and I present the situation in Vietnam and ask you one solution for the victim and help them. Please help them so they can feel safety on the way home. At least they feel okay. You support them.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So for the questions, I'll keep time and place for speakers to answer. Maybe for Parapin first, because 2 questions are for you, Parapin.
Oh, for two questions. I'd like to thank this question from Susie. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, APRA. My NGO is also a member of APRA. That's for an announcement. And I think it is a good point that assessing mechanisms in the ASEAN, you cannot just read from the research and assessment which is written from the report or from the academic research, looking at that. You really have to directly engage with the person. There are so many things which is not written that can explain how the process works. So first is deeply engage in a regular consultation with the one who is working with different sector of ASEAN related in your context with refugee rights, asylum seekers, mixed migration, forced migration, because it is not only, how do you call that, implicating or one institution within ASEAN, because that means you have to engage with both IHR and ACWC and another body is called Senior Officer Meeting on Transnational Crimes, SOMTC, which is directly actually dealing with that issue, and the work, it's not cross-pillar, so this is really something ASEAN. Cross-pillar or cross-cutting issue within the pillar. So if you have identified who are the institution who have a cross-cutting relevance on a particular issue in one pillar, you identify that. So that's how the thing you have to engage. And then you look at the cross-cutting pillar. Who are the cross-cutting pillar who should be engaged as well in the process of your cause in terms of refugee rights and all irregular migration issues. That's, I think, the thing I can advise with you. And there are some NGO who already have a kind of experience, more experience, engagement. So you can get in touch with them. Even among your members, there are some members who are very active and engaged with the process, both at the national level and regional.
Cái câu kia hỏi cái gì vậy?
Cái dự thảo riêng biệt nói về cái chuyện như vậy thôi, tính giải quyết sao khi mà người này về nhà.
Hay mình giúp họ đi, giúp họ đi, tôi giúp á.
is a
Thái Lan này nó biết
member-driven process.
nó nói lên trên như mình là người đi qua ống chú vậy là đúng rồi. Mình nói gì đó mà đâu có order
progress. Most of the time, especially in terms of political, it is always member state. It is not like the EU or even the Parliament can make a very strong and critical position, although maybe it's handed more to the world rather than to the problem in Europe themselves. There are also a lot of human rights violations in Europe. What I'm trying to say is this report should look at the independence, because that is one character of the Commission, the independency. How do you measure the independency? You look at, of course, not only the structure, but you look as well at the individual reps, which is then you're scrutinizing how much is each member of the Commission engaged with a different sector of civil society as an interlocutor of the regional commitment to the national level. So this can be reported in a time. So you actually, in that context, you see the shaming and naming. Because when this report coming out, and you give this report the draft, for example, look, this is our report, our assessment. You can say something about it. If there is something wrong, you will wrong in terms of the evidence and fact. We can revise it. But if it is opinion, it is our opinion. So that would be the good thing as well in terms of really encouraging other member states. Because until now, there is only 2 countries, already 6 years, only 2 countries having the process of an open process that everybody can apply for the position of the commissioner. There's only 2, it's already 6 years. Until when you're going to wait? See, at least if you can make an advocacy target, at least next year, 1 country will start the process at the national level. That is the thing in terms of really working and pushing the IHR. Okay. The second question, what was the second? Term of reference, JLM. I think it is recommended here, 4.10 and 4.11. And 4.10 for 11 is obtaining information. And this is the work which is already started strengthening the protection. We actually started with the process of strengthening the protection of women and children, especially women in the time. We started during my time with Ambassador Manalo, the reps from the Philippines, and then it was continued by Edmund, the process. And it has to be a kind of where is the report, where is the report? So it was also the work trying to identify where the report was, to continue the work. And I think the work is right to continue in terms of strengthening the protection, which is then related to the work of ACWC, where ACWC is very specific on action plan of violence against women and violence against children. So the RPA, that means the RPA and the protection mechanisms, there should be more consultation. How are we going to find a way to strengthen the protection from both the ACWC and I think that's my recommendation in terms of specifically on students about the AHR. Thank you.
Just very quickly to Susie. Susie, just now, I think the points that I want to highlight is that at this meeting, I've already been in discussion with some dialogue partners to find a way where we can do perhaps a workshop on how to access the mechanism to actually help capacity build more CSOs who are interested. Pak Effendi, myself, we can share our knowledge. Because I'm also a student of this process, Pak Effendi has been there longer. In 1.5 years, I know what's been going on, how it works. One is a lot of it is based on relationships. A lot of you know, and which is not exactly the best. Number 2, you need to know all the different sectors and pillars, because there are 3 pillars. So the problem with IHR and ACWC is that we cannot implement human rights protection or promotion without the assistance and cooperation of sectorial bodies. So therefore, we have to work with, for example, for persons with disabilities, we need to fully work with SOMSWAT, Senior Officials Meeting on Social Welfare Development. On trafficking, IHR must work with SOMTC, Senior Officials Meeting on Transnational Crime. On water and sanitation, we have to work with SOM RDPE, senior officials meeting on rural development and poverty eradication. We need to work with ASEAN, the sectorial body on environment. We need to work with the working group on water resources management, and we need to work with SOM-HD, health development. So what you have is, for example, with the 10 AICHA reps, you then need to work with another 40 reps from ASEAN just to get one program going. And for implementing